Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I'm going to share with you my recipe for blueberry muffins. So I've got my oven preheating now to 350 degrees and we're going to get started with our dry ingredients, and I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour and I'm going to put that into this bowl. I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I've got a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of my vanilla cinnamon salt. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put that link in that description box below. You can check that out. I'm just going to take a little whisk and I'm just going to kind of whisk those dry ingredients together. I can already smell that cinnamon and that vanilla coming through in this little bit of mixing that I'm doing here. Now that we've got our dry ingredients together, I've got a tablespoon of this that I'm going to pull out and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. So I'm going to set that to the side. And I've got 2 cups of blueberries here. If you want to use frozen blueberries, you can. You'll just need to extend the time of your cooking time just a little bit longer on that. These are fresh blueberries, and I have given these a wash and they are dried. So I'm going to take about a tablespoon of my dry mixture out, and I'm going to put that over my blueberries. And I'm just going to kind of toss those with my fingers. And the reason we're doing this is when you bake these, the blueberries don't sink down into the muffin tins as fast as they would if you didn't do that. So just kind of give those a little bit of a coating and we'll set those to the side. All right, now that we've got our blueberries prepared, I've got 3 eggs here, and these are blue eggs that I've got here, and I've got these at room temperature, and I'm going to crack these just to check to make sure that they are still good eggs. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you've ever seen blue eggs before, and look how healthy these eggs are. These chickens were fed a well-balanced diet. Look how dark that yolk is. I'm going to add that into this bowl, and I'll check my other 2 eggs. All right, now that I've got my 3 eggs in a bowl, I'm going to take my hand mixer here and I'm going to mix these together for about 3 minutes. I want these to come together until they are light and fluffy. That's going to be the key to these muffins, is making them really soft and tender, is to really whip these eggs. All right, I'm back and it's been about 3 minutes now. My eggs, you can see how these really lightened up a little bit with this. And I've got 1 cup of sugar here, and I'm going to add in about 1/3 of it and just give these a mix through until we get it all incorporated, and we'll mix these for about another 3 minutes. All right, I've got that sugar incorporated into my eggs now, and I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've got 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I really like what that really does to the batter, the flavor at, so 1 tablespoon of my lemon juice goes in. And with that lemon juice, I zested the lemon before I cut into it, so this is the zest of 1 lemon. All right, now I've got 3/4 of a cup of whipping cream, and I'm going to add that in and we'll give that a mix through. Now we're going to incorporate our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients, and I've got a sifter here, and I'm going to put in about 1/3 of the dry into the sifter, and we're going to sift that into the wet ingredients just like that. Now that I've got about 1/3 of the dry ingredients in, we'll mix that into our wet, and we'll continue adding our dry ingredients until we get it all incorporated. All right, now that I've got all of my dry ingredients in, there was a little bit of the dry that stuck on the sides here, and I've got a spatula here, and you want to make sure you get all of that down into that mixture so it gets well incorporated. All right, now that we've got all of our dry ingredients incorporated, I've got 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter, and we'll add that to our mixture. Now that we've got our mixture together, I'm going to take my blueberries and we're going to fold those in. You don't want to blend those, because if you do, you'll break them up. So just take your spatula that you've got and just take those and gently fold those into your mixture. All right, now that we've got our batter all mixed together, I've got a muffin tin here, and I've got some of these really pretty muffin cups that go in those. So definitely this makes your life a lot easier, but if you don't have these, you want to grease with a little bit of butter the bottom of these muffin tins so they pop out. But if you've got these, you definitely would rather have that than trying to pull those out of there. So I've got an ice cream scoop here. This makes life a lot easier by scooping that up, and we're going to put that into our tins. All right, now that I've got my muffin tins here filled up, I'm going to go ahead and I've got some extra blueberries here, and this is optional if you don't want to do that. I'm going to put a couple on the top just to kind of decorate it up a little bit more. Now that we've got our blueberry muffins ready to go, and we'll set these to the side, and I'm going to show you how to make a little streusel to go on the top of those. So I've got another little bowl here, and I've got 1 tablespoon of butter, and I just cubed this up and kept it in the refrigerator. You want this cold so that it stays together really well. I've got 3 tablespoons of packed brown sugar, and we'll add that in. I've got a pinch of salt, which is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I've got 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and we'll add that in. And I've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now you want to take the back of a fork and you just want to kind of press that down into there to get that incorporated into that butter until you get a nice mixture on it. All right, now that we've got our streusel made here, I wanted to show you what that looked like and see the consistency, what it is. And I'm just going to use my clean hand and I'm going to kind of sprinkle a little bit on the top of each one of those muffins. All right, we've got our streusel now on the top of our muffins. I wanted to show you what that looked like. These smell absolutely incredible. And I've got a ramekin here full of water. And like I said earlier, I've got my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to put this on the middle rack. And we want to cook these for about 30 to 35 minutes. You'll be able to tell when they're done when you can stick a toothpick in them and it comes out clean. The ramekin with the water is going to put just a little bit of moisture in the oven and these will come out nice and moist and fluffy. Stick with me and I'll show you what these look like when they come out. I am back and my blueberry muffins are done. I wanted to show you what these look like. I actually took these at 25 minutes out of the oven and they were done. So check your oven. Every oven is going to cook a little bit differently. And originally I had said 30 to 35 minutes, but 25 minutes on these today came out perfectly. So I'm going to let these sit on this rack and cool down just a minute, and I'll come back and we'll give these a taste test. Stick with me. I am back and my blueberry muffins have cooled down. These smell absolutely incredible, and I want you to show you what those really look like on the top of those. The smell of those, I can smell that sugar and that cinnamon. This is going to be tasty. I know it is. Look at that. Look how that is just coming back off of that and all those blueberries throughout. This is going to be delicious. These are absolutely filled with blueberries. I love the way these are smelling. Let's give this a taste. These blueberry muffins are absolutely delicious. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment if you make these blueberry muffins and let me know what you think about these. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out these blueberry muffins. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.